deserved week off, the Spencer County Bears enter the final 2 weeks of the season, looking to solidify their seeding for the playoffs that begin in just 2 weeks. Tonight, the final district game of the year, as one of the founding members of the University of Kentucky's Big Blue Wall brings his Grant County Braves team to Taylorsville to battle the Bears. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spencer County High School. I am Bo Bruner, alongside John Hutchins.
Yes, sir.
And we're here with GHP-SPORTS to bring you the Teacup pregame show for another week of Bears football. John, the Bears had the week off last week.
Yep.
We did too. Little vacation for fall break, and playoffs are starting just 2 weeks from tonight. Players and coaches, I know they got to get back into the football mindset pretty quick here. Now, I was a basketball and a baseball guy.
Okay.
Growing up through high school, we didn't have a football team, so you played and coached at this level.
Yep.
How big of a deal is it to have that little break during the season? Is it good? Is it bad? Where are you at with that?
Well, you pretty much summed it up with those two words right there, at least in my opinion. You know, when you're saying it's good and it's bad. I mean, good things, if you're an optimist, glass half full type of person, you know, you got a chance to get healthy, you're getting some rest, and you even give your mind a break a little bit, just a chance to settle. Now, the bad things, though, which I'm sorry they're there. You might have a loss of focus. You're definitely getting a loss of practice reps. And you could potentially, be losing your edge a little bit, too, that you've had rolling into this week. Now, I know that it's nice for these boys to get that short break, but, you and I talked about this. I thought if I were involved, and I'm not saying that the coaches here didn't do this. We don't know one way or another. But if I were involved, I would have opportunities throughout the week where I would be here or another coach would be here or multiple coaches here. Players could still come in, watch film, lift, and even discuss strategy. I mean, Bo, you and I have seen when they've had their heads right and when they failed to clock in. Now, when it comes to the good and the bad for us, like you said, we got a week off too. But, Bo, I'm itching and raring to go for another Friday night football game.
The last time out, the Bears, they did pick up their second district win of the season over Shelby County. And when we return from this break, we're going to quickly go over that game, John. And but the big part of what this next segment's going to be, we're going to talk about the possibilities for the playoffs.
Sure. What
teams we may need to pay attention to tonight. And kickoff's now about 27 minutes away. You're watching Bears football on GHP Sports.
The Cooperative Extension Office is here to serve all residents of Spencer County with educational and research-based programs. We offer programs for youth 5 to 18 years old through our 4-H program, where youth can make the best better. We offer free soil testing, and if you love to get your hands dirty, consider becoming a master gardener. We also offer programs for prevention, wellness, and individual family development, or you can check out our homemaker groups. We are located at 100 Oak Tree Way off Highway 44 in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Come in and see us or check us out on our website or Facebook.
At Acadia Counseling, we offer a professional, down-to-earth approach for adults, families, couples, and adolescents who are looking for lasting results in a non-judgmental environment. Located in St. Matthews and offering telehealth straight to your phone or Wi-Fi-enabled smart device, Acadia Counseling offers evening and weekend appointments. Give us a call or schedule from our website and create a brighter future for yourself or a loved one.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School, the Teacup pregame show, week 10 of 11, John, of the high school football season. Man, this year has flown by.
It has.
2 weeks ago, Coach Marksbury took his troops over to Shelbyville to take on the Rockets, came home with a victory, but they dominated that game from the opening kick. Shelby won the toss, deferred to the second half, and Spencer County just took it from there. Opening drive, 71 yards on 5 plays. Keon Davis hit Noah Crop with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Jackson Brown's PAT give the Bears a 7-0 lead. With just a little over 2 minutes and some change into the game. Shelby had a 3-and-out on their first possession. The Bears got the ball at the Shelby County 36-yard line. Now, the first play, Keon Davis had a huge 25-yard run, a 35-yard run to get the ball down to the 1-yard line. One play later, Crop ran the ball up the middle for the score. Brown connected on the extra point. The Bears were up 14-0 with 8:02 left to go in the first quarter. On the Rockets' second play from scrimmage on their next possession, Bailey Staples tried to hit Clay Seaton out in the flat, and the pass was intercepted by Paxton Truitt. 3 plays later, Davis hit a wide open, and I don't know if I've ever seen a receiver that open. Armin Smalley for a 35-yard touchdown pass. Brown's extra point made the game 21-0. We wasn't even halfway through the first quarter, John.
Yep.
The next Shelby County possession ended with a punt that Jake Green took 78 yards for the score. Once the Brown PAT went through, it was 28-0 with 2:47 left to go in the first quarter. And then on the Rockets' very first play on that next possession, Tristan Barrow ran the ball to the outside. Paxton Truitt knocked it out from behind. Armin Smalley picked it up, took it 48 yards to the house. The extra point was good by Jackson Brown, and that kick put us in the running clock at 35-0 with 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. That would end up being all the score at the half. And, John, we've done some games around here, probably, I would say, over the 5 or 6 years, 65 to 70 football games. Me and you have been up here. Yep. I don't think I've ever seen a running clock get to that quick.
We both said that night, too. At Shelby County during the game, I don't think I've ever seen a running clock with that much time, to be in the first quarter, much less have time left in the first quarter. But, that's pretty wild. Spencer County, Bo, they went into that game with something to prove. We talked about it in the opening of the game, a little concerned because we had that Franklin County game the week before. And, you're always worried that you could potentially have a little bit of a hangover after a game like that, to where, the emotional drain and everything you put into it. But the boys, they came out and they showed after that loss that they were going to hold their heads even higher than they were already, to have played Franklin County as well as they did. Bo, you and I both, we sung the praises of Noah Crop for the last few games, and he didn't disappoint against the Rockets. His running ability between the tackles, his improvement to where he's using his vision, he's doing his different things that way. Honestly, Bo, Noah Crop is getting to the point where I would list him among some of the best fullbacks to ever come out of Spencer County right now, the way that boy is running the football. Then you add in the running and passing ability of Keon Davis, and then, of course, the quickly becoming a legend, Jake Green, out there on the field running from the wing tee. It's a multi-headed monster of an offense that defenses struggle with. You talk about that punt return from Jake Green alone. He was on one side of the field, come clear across, went all the way back. And, by the time the coverage was getting down, he was running away from them like they were trying to sell him an extended warranty on his car insurance. It was just down the field. They were gone. And Jake Green, though, sophomore, Keon Davis, sophomore, Noah Crop, hate the fact that he's a senior, but I'm telling you what, he's making everything he can out of this. But long story short, Bo, the Bears played what was likely the most complete half of football that we've seen from them all season. And, Bo, this is a fine time to be getting everything together.
Sure is. That running clock, John, made the rest of the game go by pretty quick. And the Rockets had 2 possessions in the third quarter. Both ended in interceptions. The first one, Shelby marched down the field, John, got the ball inside the Spencer County 5-yard line. And Staples dropped back to pass. It got his second interception of the night. Ryan Tobey picked it up, that interception, downed it in the end zone. And from there, the Bears took over from their own 20, and they went 80 yards in 2 plays. Both runs by Jake Green. The first was a 75-yarder to get the ball down to the 5-yard line. And then Coach Marksbury let him finish the drive off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Jackson Brown, who I must add was 6 of 6 on the night for extra points, connected on that PAT to give the Bears a 42-0 lead. A little over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Rockets' next possession ended in the Bears' third interception of the night, this time by sophomore Brennan Nelson. Picked up his first career interception as a Spencer County Bear. Shelby would go on to score in the fourth quarter with the Bears' 2s and 3s in the game to give us our final score of 42-7. Spencer County was dominant on both sides of the ball, John, from the onset. Yep. They only had 235 yards of total offense. That doesn't sound like much, but that's what happens when you have a fumble and a punt return.
And a running clock.
Yeah. So 175 of those yards were on the ground, led by Jake Green, who had only 4 rushes, but 107 yards and a touchdown. Keon Davis was 2 of 2 through the air for 61 yards. Both completions went for touchdowns. One to Noah Kropp for 26 yards, one to Armin Smalley for 35. Defense was once again led by Amari McCarthy. He had 11 tackles. Paxton Truitt had 7 tackles on the night with an interception and a cause to fumble. Ryan Tobey had 5 tackles and an interception on the night. The Bears defense came into the game, John, with only 1 interception on the season. And 2 weeks ago on Friday night against Shelby, they picked up 3.
Yeah, it was a great night. So we talked about this during the game 2 years ago. Spencer County, they traveled to Shelby County on the Friday night of fall break, and even though they were favored, they took a loss. And much of what we seen that night was the team didn't really show up to play the game. It's like they didn't even get off the bus. Since that game, 2 weeks ago against Franklin County, having that, Shelby County game, having that bye week and everything, I'm just wondering what was on Coach Marksbury's mind during this week of preparation. What did they do maybe to keep the boys a little bit more focused? We may never know. But whatever they did, it was working because it worked against Shelby County. And I'm hoping we get to see more of it tonight. But I also hope we continue to see the offense that has as many weapons as it does that can move the football. You rattled off quite a few names there. And, again, the yardage was a little low. And like we said, between field position, between the fumble recovery, the interception, the punt return for a touchdown, that clock was going in no time. And so, I hope also that tonight we see that smothering defense from the Bears. I think the Bears, honestly, Bo, raised the bar for themselves against the Rockets. And now, as fans of Spencer County football, and all you listeners out there as fans of the Bears, we've seen Spencer County set that bar at a point. Now we know how good they are. We know how good they can play the game. And now we need to see it week in and week out, and hopefully for the next month.
All right. Let's talk about playoff possibilities.
Okay. All right. You want to open that can of worms? We'll open it.
After tonight, and it may be late tonight, folks, but after tonight, we will know the path the Bears have to take.
Yep.
Franklin County's locked up the 1 seed in our district. North Oldham, the 1 in our sister district. So the best Spencer County can do is the 2. You win tonight, you accomplish that.
Yep.
So what are the perks of the 2? It gives you a first-round game at home, and maybe even more important, you avoid Franklin County in the second round. A win. With the win, the Bears would probably play the winner of tonight's Breckenridge County at Wagner game.
Yep.
That game would be here in Taylorsville on November 7th. And if all the higher seeds win in the first round, the Bears would then travel to North Oldham for round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, lose, the waters get a little murky, John.
Yeah, a little.
Spencer County could still be the 2.
Now, wait a minute. Everybody out there, take a second, get you a pencil and paper, because this is going to get a little bit rough here. See if you can follow along with us.
Spencer County could still be the 2, but more than likely would fall to the 3 seed. And that depends on what happens in the Shelby County at Western Hills game tonight.
Yep.
Both those teams, John, are fighting for the playoff life.
Yes, they are.
Win, they're in. Lose, they're out. It's that simple for those 2 teams in that game. If Western Hills wins, Shelby is out. The Bears would be tied with Western Hills, Grant County in the district.
If the Bears were to lose tonight.
Yes, I've already said.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm keeping everybody with us.
So they would all be 2-2 in the district. Since it is a three-way tie and none of the three have an advantage in head-to-head play, there's a couple scenarios they have to go through that includes getting a point for each victory against a certain number of opponents. I think there's a mathematician involved with a calculus calculator and maybe the woman at NASA that figures up the coordinates for the Mars rover.
Yeah.
There's a lot involved.
Yeah.
Far beyond my Barberville High School education.
That's fair. That's fair.
But that's how they would decide the 2, 3, and 4 in a Spencer County loss. Now, in a Spencer County loss, if Shelby County wins, Western Hills is out.
Yep.
So Hills and Shelby would be tied at 1 and 3. By virtue of their head-to-head games, Shelby's in, Western Hills is out.
Yep.
Spencer County and Grant County would be tied at 2 and 2. By virtue of their head-to-head game, Grant County would be the 2, Spencer County would be the 3.
Yep.
If that happens, the Bears would travel to Valley for their first-round game as long as Valley beats a winless Doss team tonight.
Yes.
Then, if Valley wins, if they beat Valley in round 1, Spencer County would then travel to Franklin County for round 2. So, to sum all that up, to make it as easy as possible, John, the best thing to do for the Bears tonight is just win.
Yeah. I feel like I can picture you at home right now with a big old roll-around chalkboard out. And, Bo, you had all these teams written down on it and lines crossing here, there, and everywhere to figure all this out. And I'm even sure you probably had to take your shoes off a couple times too. But like you said, the number one goal tonight for Spencer County is just win. We win. We're able to avoid Franklin County to at least the third round. Then the RPI is what matters. You fall where you fall. This is the easiest path for the Bears in the playoffs to avoid Franklin County in those first 2 rounds. And also, it's kind of nice, too, to have that first round home game here in Taylorsville.
Absolutely. So we're going to take another quick commercial break on our Teacup pregame show. But on the other side, we'll look at our Taylorsville Community Church players to watch, and we'll talk about these Grant County Braves. Kickoff is now about 12 minutes away. You're watching Bears football on GHP Sports.
See our local FFA chapter. Any effort.
For over a century, the People's Bank has been assisting our community with their financial needs. The key to that success has been the close connections we have made with the people in the community we serve. Come in today at our main office located in historic downtown Taylorsville at 23 West Main Street, or at our branch located at 5511 Taylorsville Road in Fisherville, and see how we can serve you. The People's Bank is proud to support the efforts of our local athletic programs. Go Bears!
Hello, I'm Sean Willard, Principal Auctioneer, Broker, and Co-owner of the H. Berry Smith Realtors and Auctioneers. I'm a third-generation auctioneer, been in business over 20 years, and learned the business as a young boy under my mentor, Barry Smith, my grandfather, Bill Willard, my father, Paul, and my current business owner and partner, Jimmy Willard, my uncle. I've learned over the 20 years in being in the auction business that most auctions come with a problem or situation that needs to be solved. Let our experience and national exposure be your solution to all your auction needs. Give us a call today.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Cooperative Extension Office is here to serve all residents of Spencer County with educational and research-based programs. We offer programs for youth 5 to 18 years old through our 4-H program, where youth can make the best better. We offer free soil testing, and if you love to get your hands dirty, consider becoming a master gardener. We also offer programs for prevention, wellness, and individual family development, or you can check out our homemaker groups. We are located at 100 Oak Tree Way off Highway 44 in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Come in and see us or check us out on our website or Facebook.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. And, John, get
Yes,
ready for here on our Teacup pregame show. Let's just get right into this. We've got about 7 minutes here before kick. So let's go over Grant County right quick. And for our Taylorsville Community Church players to watch, it really can only be one guy.
Yeah.
And that's the senior running back, number 1, Daquan Harrison. He's third in the state in 4A in rushing, carrying the ball 131 times. And even though the team's played 8 games, he's only played in 7 of those. And in 7 games, he's ran for 1,150 yards. It's about 164 yards a game. He's also caught 8 passes out of the backfield for 122 yards. Quick, shifty, got blazing speed when he gets out in the open field, John. I am sure Coach Eldridge all week has had nightmares and kind of centering his whole defensive philosophy around stopping Harrison.
Well, I mean, Harrison's legit, Bo. The senior – he's done so much with so little this year, and we got to kind of tip our hat to him for that. You know, the Braves, they're going to look to get the ball to him any way they can. And as you said, Bo, if he finds green grass, he can be hard to catch.
For the Bears, let's go with Noah Crop. Now, John, you talked about him a little bit earlier, but it's no secret that the Bears' bread and butter is the running game with the wing tee. A major part of that wing tee is being able to run the ball up the middle with the fullback. That frees up the edge and the passing game. Crop's not only taking that chore and run with it, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But now he's starting to use his vision. And he's using that vision, John, to get second and third level on some of those runs. And if that continues, Coach Marksbury's bunch is going to be a group that no one will really want to play come playoff time.
Yeah, and so what else can we say about this young man? We've seen a lot of players improve throughout the season. And Noah – he's been a senior leading the way for the rest of those guys with that improvement. And his vision alone, has turned him into an elite running back. And we haven't even mentioned, Bo, how well he plays on defense. Every year you and I will talk about players that their graduation will hurt the Bears. And, Bo, Noah might be towards the top of that list.
So tonight's opponent, Grant County, after a realignment over the offseason, their new district opponent for Spencer County. And I've always said KHSAA doesn't own a map, and this just kind of proves my point. Grant County is an hour and a half away from Spencer County, according to Google Maps. I mean, John, there's no way you should travel that far for a district game when you have a basketball district right up the road from here that don't even have to leave the county.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about the Braves.
Well, wait a minute. I want to get back on it just for a second. I want to stay on there a little longer. The whole purpose of doing this districting and everything it's leaning towards the playoffs, which it always does, and they don't use the RPI for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and you know why?
To cut down on travel.
Cut down on travel. So let's talk about travel a little bit. Our sister district contains Breckenridge County. I looked this up. The drive between those 2 schools, 2.5 hours between Grant County High School and Breckenridge County High School. Now it's not likely those 2 teams will play this year, but if they do, I mean, that's a crazy long road trip. And so, okay, now, step off the soapbox and we'll continue.
All right, this is the first all-time meeting between these 2 schools in football, and they're coached by former University of Kentucky offensive lineman Cole Mosier. He's in his first year as head coach of the Braves. Previously assistant at Gallatin County and his alma mater, Walton Verona. One of the initial recruiting class when Stoops came to UK and part of John Schlarman's Big Blue Wall. While at Kentucky, he blocked for 2,000-yard rushers in Boone Williams and Benny Snell. Now, their offense is mostly one-dimensional. We've already talked about Daquan Harris. And they get the ball to him, John, let him work. Yep. He's the workhorse of the Braves offense. He's gained 1,200, this is receiving and running, 1,272 of Grant County's total 1,700 yards this season from scrimmage. The rest of the team has ran the ball 133 times for only 97 yards. Quarterback's Cam Johnson, and when Johnson goes to the air, he tries to get the ball to Bantique and Harrison. And Justin Ball and Braden Measle will leave him on defense. But, John, we're going to quickly jump down here to our local State Farm agent, Brian Bashir's keys to the game.
Yes.
And the first key tonight you've got on here is being a great athlete comes last.
Yeah, Bo, you and I talked about this Wednesday night, and I hope this is something, whether it's young people or whether it's some of these high school kids, I hope this is something that you not only hear for this game, but you also can continue on throughout your career. But look at Spencer County High School. You look at our football team, and we have great athletes on the field. I don't think anybody would argue that. But what I like to see is a team that's focused on doing everything right first. Too many times we see players trying to use their abilities to make a play. If we do everything right first and then add their strength of being a great athlete, being a good runner, a great receiver, quarterback, lineman, whatever, now you're turning into where you're not just a great athlete, Bo, but you're a stud.
Eyes on the prize.
Yeah, this one's simple. Playoffs, man, Bo, they're creeping ever closer. The Bears know the importance of this game and its implications on their seeding for the postseason. The Bears, they need to go out tonight, get the job done, and secure that coveted 2 seed in the playoffs.
Halt Harrison.
And this is another simple one. I really think so, too. Harrison, as you were talking about him earlier, I mean, he is the Braves' best chance to win the game. Spencer County defense, they need to lock in on number 1 and make sure that hour-and-a-half drive that you talked about with KHSA not owning the map, that hour-and-a-half drive back to Dry Ridge is going to feel a little bit longer tonight.
So, again, some of the games we want to pay attention to tonight, Shelby County at Western Hills, Breckenridge County at Wagner. Actually, that game is not being played at Wagner. JCPS, John, put out a thing this week where they're studying their railing on the stands after the accident that happened in the soccer match, I guess, last week.
Yep.
And they said there's 3 games that they had to move this week and several other more places that they're going to look at. And I can name one for them. And that's that deck over at Doss we was on last year.
Oh, that thing is, that was squirrely right there. It did not like us.
No.
We might have been pushing the rating
the capacity
of that.
on that one. Yeah. It's but Dossett Valley, and those are the ones we really need to pay attention to. Other big games around the state tonight, John.
Yeah.
Collins at South Oldham. Kentucky Country Day at Campbellsville. That's number 1 and number 2 in Single A.
That's big.
Scott County at Highlands, and then down in my neck of the woods, South Laurel, North Laurel, crosstown battle there. So be one that'll be interesting tonight.
Well, Bo, it's a little bit cooler out tonight than we've seen. The leaves are changing color. Friday night, lights are on in Taylorsville. The grill's running with pork chops. We're ready to kick this one off.
They can move that grill up here.
They could. I'd hold my hands over it. That would be pretty much what it would be. And just think, you hold your hands over it and you smell them, they smell like delicious pork chops. That would be all right.
Yeah, then we get it all over Charlie's equipment.
Well, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
We'll put some wet wipes up.
Yeah, a couple.
Jackson Brown to kick off to start the game. That's going to go, I believe he may have been out of bounds when he got it, but that was a live ball.
That was a live ball, but nobody retained possession. Touched right there. The ball's going to be downed where it went out of bounds then on the 30-yard line. Now, those kickoffs always kind of scare me a little bit, Bo. Jackson Brown, great kicker. Of course, we was out here watching him. He had a 50-yarder in warm-ups. It was crazy to see him kick some field goals out here. But when you angle that kick that way, if you get a little too much topspin on it and the receiver backs off, it has an opportunity to roll out of bounds, well, then you're giving up yardage right there. You're going to give them that free field position. Be interesting to see what we do see here from the Braves. We didn't get much chance to talk about them a whole lot in pregame. I will tell you, everybody out there, that you're going to see a lot of pistol. That's what you're going to see. And Bo and I had an opportunity to talk about that watching film, and honestly, I really think Coach Mosier's just trying to give Johnson maybe just another split second before pressure gets to him.
Handoff goes to Harrison right away, hit in the backfield and dropped. Don't know the Bear. I believe Ryan Toby and Jacob Goodlick was in on that tackle.
Yeah, coaches over there on the Grant County sideline not happy with that tackle. Thought it was a little bit of a unnecessary roughness, kind of a suplex, if anything. But I'm trying to speak your language, your Eastern Kentucky language there, Bo.
All right.
Yeah.
Loss of about 2.5 on that play. Bring up second down and 12. Bantique out wide to the left. Johnson again in the pistol. Harrison behind him. Back T goes in motion. This time Johnson's looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's got a little running room. Tries to break it off to the left. Hit. Drove out of bounds. Aiden Trammell on that tackle. He's going to be a couple yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he's looking like they're going to split about 5 yards short.
Yeah, I thought he got a little farther than that, John. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's going to mark the ball to 35, so a pickup of 7 for Johnson and bring up 3rd and 5.
Good pursuit there by Spencer County. Running that, cover 3, you're sitting there in a situation where nobody's manned up on that quarterback to begin with. And so for him, the quarterback, to be able to get that little bit of a lane, run out to the outside, Spencer County pursued. And I tell you one thing that really impressed me on that too was the restraint showed by Armin Smalley. Armin was coming up onto him hard, wasn't involved with the tackle, but it would have been the point if Armin would have went for that tackle, more than likely would have got a flag thrown because he was right on the out of bounds when Armin would have got there.
Hand off to Harrison. Tries to drive behind his tacklers. He's still going to be about a yard short of the marker, John. They're going to mark the ball at the 39-yard line. Pick up 4, and that'd be 4th and 1.
Yeah, and I'd be surprised here if Coach Mosier doesn't go ahead and go for it on this. 4th and 1. I know you're kind of deep into your own territory, but knowing what the strengths are of this Spencer County Bears team, last week you had Franklin County, or the week before, Franklin County taking on Grant County, and Franklin County won 63-0. And so knowing what the Bears did against Franklin County, knowing what the Bears did against Shelby County, Grant County's going to be coming in here trying to swing haymakers any chance they get just to try to move the sticks, try to put some points on the board.
Make some noise, Bears. Let's hear you.
Spencer County's going to have to be careful up on that defensive front, though. You cannot jump off sides.
Bantique in motion. This time Johnson looking to pass. Rolls to the right. Being chased. Pass is incomplete. And that'd be a turnover on downs.
Really, really, really surprised to see them try to throw the ball on 4th and 1. We talked about Harrison and just how good he is. And when you get him in some open field, he's got a real opportunity to pick up some positive yardage for the Grant County Braves. Honestly, I would have looked maybe more trying to run a sweep, trying to do something, a little quick pitch to the outside, but instead Spencer County is going to take over. Good field position here as they've got the ball on the Braves' 39-yard line. Keon Davis under center. Armin Smalley split out wide left. Higdon in motion, gets the pitch. He's going around the outside. Got a flag on the play as he goes out of bounds. If it holds, it looks like he might be a touch short of the first down where he went out of bounds, but we're going to get a holding called on Spencer County.
Holding Spencer County.
It's going to back the Bears up 10 yards, as I'm sure Coach Mosier's going to accept that penalty. Going to stick him back close to the 50-yard line. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Called from where it was. It's just going to back him up to give him a 1st and 11 now instead of the 1st and 20. Not called on the line of scrimmage. So Spencer County going to hit the reset here, start again. Keon Davis under center. Armin Smalley. Oh, you are? He split out to the wide right. Jake Green goes in motion. Keon bootlegs out to the right. Pass. Noah Kropp. He's got a little room in front of him. Breaking tackles down to about the 11-yard line. First down, Bears.
John, that was the 26-yard touchdown pass that they threw to Kropp 2 weeks ago over at Shelby County.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice.
First down for the Bears. We're going to mark the ball at the 12-yard line.
For those of you that aren't used to having me call the plays, Bo's trying to do a little paperwork over here, so I'm trying to give him a chance to get everything right. But still, great play ran by Spencer County. Of course, Jake Green, given that swing motion to the left side, he's going to draw a lot of the eyes of the linebackers, and you move them out of the way. Noah Kropp able to slip out into flats and get an easy catch.
Kropp up the middle, untouched until he got to the edge. Touchdown Bears!
Touchdown Bears!
Kropp went 11 yards, John, before anybody even touched him, and the Bears are on the board quick.
Yeah, Spencer County making pretty quick work of that. Only little thing we saw there on that drive, a holding call that brought it back to a 1st and 11, but a couple quick plays, Keon Davis to Noah Kropp in a couple different ways. Put 6 on the board.
Low snap. Higdon does get it down, and the kick is good with 8:38 left to go in the first quarter. Spencer County 7, Grant County 0. Got a couple different angles here, John, of this replay.
I like
Country Mart instant replay.
Stop by the office and let Earl take care of all.
There's the tackle by Toby early.
Here we go. This is going to be that touchdown run from behind right there. And as you said, Bo, he was down there. You had the Grant County players just basically high-fiving him as he's getting to the end zone. They weren't trying to make a tackle.
That's what we talked about, too, John, in that pregame. He's getting to that second and third level. He's not just burying his head and running through the line anymore. He's got that vision looking for that open spot.
Yeah, that's Purdy right there. Of course, Keon Davis, after he handed the ball off, saw the hole, knew what was going to happen, had the score. Offensive line with a great push, blocking downfield. That's how it's done. And it's what we were talking about with the Shelby County game a couple weeks ago. We saw the Bears raise that bar. We've seen them doing a lot of things right out there on the field, and now they've committed to all of us. They've committed to us fans that this is the type of football, the brand of football they can play, and we want to see it week in, week out.
Short kick again. This was fair catch. Made at the 34-yard line by Isaac Kaiser.
Fair catch by number 30.
John, I just got a text. We've got one down at EKU. Kylie Truitt said she's got us on for background noise. That's about right. It's noise. It's about what she gets out of me and you.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all right. I don't know what you're talking about. I have a comforting, soothing voice is what I've been told. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that. Grant County gets the ball at the Spencer County, or their own 34-yard line for their second possession. That Spencer County drive went 39 yards.
Harrison, handoff up the middle and nowhere to go.
Run by number 1.
Amari McCarthy meeting him in the hole, driving him back. Got a player for Grant County getting up a little bit slow after that one.
Offensive lineman Peyton Bowen.
And he's a big boy as he's jogging off the field over there. That's, coming from Dry Ridge, Kentucky, I expected them to have a little bit of size. I really did. So that doesn't surprise me. They got some big boys on that offensive line. Of course, Coach Moser's first year, we talk about, the offensive line is struggling a little bit. Give him an opportunity. He's going to have these guys in shape. It might take a year or two till he really gets everything, taught the way he wants to teach it.
This time, rolls out to the right. Pass is complete. Going to pick up about 3 on that play. Maybe 4.
Pass for number 13.
Call that about a 3rd and 7.
Pass is complete by Johnson.
That's a gain of 3.
We'll call it 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, we're homers. 3rd and 8 works for me. I hope we're hopefully going to get an opportunity here at some point. We're going to talk about this offensive line in Grant County and some of the things that Coach Moser's trying to do with them to make them a little bit better.
Got a timeout, Grant County.
Well, and now might be a good time to do it.
John.
So Wednesday night, Bo and you and I are together and watching film, doing scouting report and stuff, and we got to talk about this zone blocking. And this is something that we kind of hinted towards a little bit when it come to Western Hills and also Shelby County. And this zone blocking these teams are doing, I'm old school. I am. I believe in, you run your traps, you get, on your side of the line, you can run fold blocks, J blocks, different things like that to be able to open up holes simply by creating angles to where you have a guard pulling, you have a tackle pulling, somebody to go and clear somebody out from the side to make that hole. And it's just, when you have this zone blocking, you're forcing these athletes to just basically angle off one direction or angle off another direction. And if you don't have the athletes you need on that line to be able to get that push in the right direction to pop these holes open for the backs, then they're going to struggle. Now, the advantage, Bo, you don't have a guard pulling. He's not going to take you to the football, but you still have to have the athletes be able to pull it off.
Johnson looking to pass. Coming this way. That ball is out of bounds. Trying to get to Banteet coming across the field. Armin Smalley giving chase.
And we're going to see another 4th down, and the punt unit's going to come on.
Talk about my paperwork. It just shows that I can multitask.
No, you weren't talking, though. So, no, it doesn't. Whatever you got to tell yourself, make yourself happy. That's fine. Jake Green stepping back deep. Noah Kropp lined up slightly in front of him to receive this punt. We have a whistle
here. What we got going on?
I don't know if we have an equipment issue or something, but Noah Kropp's being sent off the field. Oh, and we got
a Brody Phelps side.
Yeah, we wondered about this. Brody Phelps missed a few games, injury. We had heard rumor he might be back after fall break, and sure enough, number 5 just took the field, Bo.
Low snap, bounces back to the punter.
Blocked!
Block punt.
Recovered by Spencer County right around the 20-yard line. Ryan Toby.
Bears will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Spencer County with pretty doggone good field position right here to start this drive. They're going to mark it about the 23 is where they're going to take over on offense. Keon Davis going to lead his offense back out there, Bo. See if we can get another one.
Smalley out to the right. Now Keon rolls to the right, looking to pass. Hits Higdon out in the flat, makes a man miss. Now he gets down across the 10.
Oh, he's going to get in. Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown, Spencer County.
23-yard touchdown pass. Keon Davis to Caleb Higdon. John hit him out in the flat. Caleb did all the work after that.
He did. That was beautiful. I'm looking forward to that replay here. We'll get this extra point in first as Jackson Brown's out on the field. And Caleb Higdon, the guy that just scored it, out there as his holder.
Trammell, the long snapper. Low snap, fire. Ball's on the ground, recovered by Grant County.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. It's been low snaps, Bo. You talked about it on the one where Higdon was able to get the ball up, get it to the block. But let's look at the Country Mart instant replay here of this. This is beautiful right here. You got Keon rolling out, and he looked deep first, but then came back to his check down, and whoop, right there, Caleb Higdon. I mean, that guy was squared up in front of him, and I'm telling you what, Caleb, quick right there, disappeared faster than Bo's hairline did. I mean, he's just gone.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going there.
Yeah, we are. Cheap shots tonight.
Yeah, Smalley and Green, great blocks down the field there too, John. I always enjoy looking ahead on these replays.
Yeah, and that was what it is. Jake Green picking up one, Smalley picking up one. I mean, these guys.
You always love when your skilled players not afraid to get out there and block.
Well, and it shows a team effort out there on that field. It shows a lack of selfishness, which is obviously a good thing. You don't want your players to be selfish. You don't want them to be, look at me, why am I not getting the football? No, they're out there every time doing everything they can for us to either make a stop or put points on the board.
Jackson goes a little longer this time. This one fielded at the 22-yard line. Hit hard and dropped about the 32-yard line. Return by Trenton Melton.
Yeah, J.J. Fisher met him pretty quick right there. Got him slowed down. And then who else? Number 21, Amari McCarthy, in there to make that tackle. And we're pretty close to where Grant County's been for their starting field position all night.
Yeah. This is the third possession. They started on their own 30, their own 34, and their own 32. So that's what my writing does.
I know it does. I'm not dogging on your writing. I'm laughing at you thinking you can multitask. That's where the problem is.
Hand off to Harrison. Tries to bust it out to the outside. Phelps not showing any worry, John. Diving after Harrison there, getting the tackle. He's going to pick up maybe 2 on that play.
Yeah, it's good to see that from Phelps out there on the field. Yeah, he's one of those guys we hated to see him be off, with the injury.
He missed almost all of last year, too.
Yeah.
That terrible knee injury. And then this year with the shoulder, but it looks like he's back, raring to go for the playoffs. And what a better time. I mean, these Bears are coming into tonight, at least before the break, John, looked like they were hitting their stride. And now when you got who is still, after missing 6 games, John, or 5 games, he is still the number 2 tackler on this team. That's how much he had done in those first 3 games.
Yeah, you get him and McCarthy both up the middle, and it's tough to run on that linebacking core.
Johnson looking to pass. Now rolls to the right, being chased. Toby hits him as he throws it out of bounds, and I don't think that made it back to the line of scrimmage. No flag going.
No flag thrown. He was out of the pocket. Maybe the only thing that saved him right there from getting that intentional grounding. No receiver in the area, but he was out of the pocket. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. Pressure quick right off the bat on that play too. Richard Gilbert, he's been our Trevor Brown Construction Player of the Game against Fairdale.
Yep.
And just what he's been able to do in his short career here at Spencer County, both offensive line, defensive line, and he's just been a stud for him. Able to get off his blocker quick, get pressure on Johnson, and that's what's killing Johnson a lot. Is he just does not have time to do anything with the football.
This time pitch to Harrison. McCarthy diving. He was laid straight out, John, probably about 1.5 foot off the ground, getting a hold of Harrison's backside there, dragging him down about the 39-yard line. He's going to pick up 4 on that play. Check this out here.
Yeah.
This ought to be a good view of Amari airborne.
But I tell you what, he gets a hold of you, he ain't letting go. And Brody Phelps over there to help clean that up. In all honesty, for a pair of middle linebackers, it's probably hard to find a much better pair in the area than Mari McCarthy and Brody Phelps.
Jacob Goodlick jumps off sides.
Can't have that right there. That's a free 5 yards. It's going to move the sticks too.
County.
We're just hearing in our ears 78-65, the final from Lexington over there. UK playing that game against number 1 ranked Purdue tonight. And we had it on a little bit before the game up here on my phone. It's kind of hard to see everything on my phone, but we were trying to watch a little bit. But those Cats fans out there that are with us tonight on GHP, we got you covered, keeping the scores up.
I think U of L's playing Kansas tonight, too.
Nobody,
I like this rule.
Nobody cares.
No, I know, but I do like the rule about, being able to scrimmage teams like that now.
Well, it really helps the coach show, it tells them where they're at. So
that game means nothing in the long run, but kind of shows Coach Pope where the team's at. Johnson again looking to pass. Looking at Bantique's going long. Now he's being chased. Caught by Ryan Toby again.
You had 5 Bears back there in the backfield. I mean, the pressure, just no time at all for Cameron Johnson to try to get rid of the football, and that's going to be a loss of 11 yards. 2nd and 21 now for the Grant County Braves, and they're back to about where they started the drive at to begin with.
I believe that's the 2nd sack on the night for Ryan Toby, and also he was in on that block punt.
Yeah. Ryan Toby's, he's really done well from his defensive end position this year. I mean, his size alone, just the fact that he can get so much lower than the guys that are trying to block him, gives him that advantage to be able to bull rush and get in that backfield.
And off Harrison, cuts up the middle, dropped about the 36-yard line. Brody Phelps on the tackle.
Run by number 1.
Pick up a 3. The 3rd and about 17.
With a gain of 2.
Pretty good crowd out here tonight in Taylorsville. I think everybody kind of missed that last Friday night, being off, not being able to go to a ball game. I know I've been looking forward to it, Bo. It's nice to be back out here. A little chilly, not quite as bad as it was in Logan County a few years ago when we went down there and had frost on our table, but it's a little chilly out.
I think it's been a month since we've been here, hasn't it? We had the off week last week, Shelby the week before that, Franklin the week before that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, it's been a month since we've had a home game. We got the this week in Nelson County coming here next week. In the Marksbury Bowl.
We're going to get a false start.
False start there on
tight end, 36.
Andres
False
Lopez.
Start, Grant County.
First penalty on the Braves.
And it doesn't hurt bad, not compared to where they already were, but it still hurts. As it's going to back them up now where we're looking like a third about 23.
Yeah. The cold did not keep the crowd away, John.
No, it didn't. Glad to see everybody here.
Students all in pink. Pink out night here at Spencer County. 3rd and 23. Quick pass. He threw that behind Bantique. Incomplete.
Pass.
Yeah, Jacob Goodlett was almost in his back pocket in the backfield there getting pressure on the quarterback. It even looked like Paxton Truitt might have got a fingertip on that football as it was coming by him. Be able to deflect that pass. But bring up 4th and 23 here.
Coach Mosier does send the punt team out. Harrison will punt. Last time he got it blocked. High snap this time. Barely gets it off, hits the back of his lineman. Spencer County's just going to stay away from it. That ball's going to get up to about the 37-yard line where Grant County fell on it. That's where the Bears will take over 1st and 10. We talked about Grant County being their own 30, on 34, and on 36. Spencer County's 3rd possession, they started on the Grant County 39, the Grant County 23, and now the Grant County 37. The ball has stayed on this right side of the field, John, the whole game.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they charged a little bit more for those tickets on that side of the bleachers down there tonight. They're getting to see a lot more football than the other side.
1st and 10 for the Bears. Grant County 37. Smalley out wide to the left. Green in motion, takes the handoff, cuts back up the middle, lowers his head, gets up to about the 31. Big gain of 6 for Jake. 2nd down and 4.
8-yard gain by number 2.
Good run right there by Jake Green, getting those 6 yards and being able to this is where you're staying in front of the sticks, and this is what the Bears need to do. Of course, haven't had really much trouble with that so far, and a lot of big plays from the Bears. But Jake Green's also one of those running backs like Harrison for Grant County. He's going to draw a lot of attention.
This time the ball goes to Crop. Cuts back around to the right.
Oh, he's going to get in. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Bears!
Noah Crop, his 2nd touchdown of the night. This one a 31-yard run.
By number 34, Noah Crop.
I mean, that was just straight up will and desire right there from Noah Crop. Breaking tackles, getting through there. Let's get this extra point through. Of course, a couple low snaps we've seen. Let's see if we got that fixed.
Good
there
snap.
we go.
Kick is up and good. 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Spencer County 20, Grant County nothing.
Let's check out this Country Mart instant replay of that and what Noah Crop was able to do just to will himself into the end zone. And it was simply that option look, and we went to the first guy, Noah Crop. He went up that A-gap, and then it's just missed tackle, breaking tackles, getting to the outside, finding that open space. And as soon as he does, Bo, he turns the Jets on. I mean, he might run fullback, but he's also pretty quick.
Again, I don't think he was touched, John, for about 10, 12 yards there.
It was a long time. And I'm also impressed right there. It's the little things, where I talked about be a good athlete last, do things right first. Noah Crop, as soon as he come through and as soon as he cut to the right, first thing he did, defenders on his left, he swapped the hands. He moved the football to the outside away from the defenders. Those little things like that might seem...
Most people don't even notice.
No, but to see him do something like that, that is the technique that you have when you're carrying the football. You're going to protect the football, and in order to do that, keep it away from the defenders. Those little things, that's doing things right. Just a little over half a tick, under 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
The ball's going to hit and go out of bounds about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the danger of that kick right there. Now, understand what's going on and the reason why they're doing that. We've seen Jackson Brown kick the football. He can put it inside the 10 time after time after time again. Now, we have seen the Bears struggle a little bit on those long kicks with their kickoff coverage. So doing what they're doing, Coach Marksbury's he's accomplishing two things. One, he's giving his coverage team a chance to kind of funnel into that one spot where the ball is. The up back receiver that's going to be going after the ball, chances are he's not the fastest guy on the team or he would be deep. Also, kicking it high like that's giving Spencer County the opportunity. If they can get to that ball first, that's a live football. You get a chance of getting a turnover on the kickoff.
Grant County from their own 35. Handoff up the middle, hit and dropped. Gavin Carrico, I believe, on that tackle, John. Does get back to the line of scrimmage, bring up 2nd down and 10.
Tackle by number 52, Gavin Carrico. No gain.
That's probably going to do it.
Chad down here doing the PA.
Yeah, we'll shout out
to this week. And,
Chad Goodlet.
Marksbury texted me the night before last, said, "Do you got any idea?" And I'm like, nope. He wanted, we're going to go to a commercial break. The end of the first quarter, Spencer County 20, Grant County 0. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hubbock.
And I'm Angie Robin.
I'm Derek Jewell, and we're local agents with Brown Realty based right here in Spencer County.
Spencer County isn't just where we work.
It's where we live, raise our families, and invest in our future.
Our kids go to school here. We shop local, support our small businesses, and are proud to be active members of this community.
We know this town, every back road, every neighborhood, and every familiar face. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with real estate guidance they can trust.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just need honest advice, we're here to help today and.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, big or small.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. Straight snap, a Wildcat to Harrison, taken down by Brody Phelps. He is going to pick up about 6 or 7 on that, John.
Yeah, that's something we saw a little bit of in film. They don't do it a lot. They really kind of like to have Johnson out there on the field to facilitate the offense, but we have seen that where Harrison will take that direct snap.
Couple scores, John, of teams that we're trying to pay attention to tonight. That Shelby County Western Hills game. Shelby leads 7-6. That's in the second quarter. Collins over South Oldham 14-0.
Same formation. Harrison taking the direct snap.
Hit immediately by Ryan Toby and dropped. And they're going to call a penalty on him.
I don't know why.
If the man don't go down, you got to do whatever to bring him down.
Yeah, let's look at the Country Mart instant replay. Ryan Toby, I mean, he wraps him high, but he's also trying to get the tackle. There's no face mask. There's no. Of course, the head official, I think, is the one that threw the flag, so it's going to be hard to.
He's trying to explain to Ryan now what's going on, but they're still having some conversations about it. Here comes the white hat.
Now they're going to talk with the side judge over here and see what he saw.
I think you picked that flag up.
I think you do too, but it's a question of whether or not the white hat has too much pride.
I don't know what's clapping your hands. Marksburg's trying to get a word in.
They're going to call personal foul. Do not agree with this call at all.
Personal foul.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Going to give them a first down. Do not know why that call was made. And honestly, Bo, the thing that aggravates me, the most.
Give Grant County a first down.
The white hat threw the flag, but yet he spent so much time talking to the other officials trying to justify the fact he threw the flag. If you don't know why you threw the flag, why are you throwing the flag?
Again, Harrison from the Wildcat. Time up the middle, drives, gets across midfield up to about the 43-yard line.
Run by number
Game
1.
6.
Tackled by a host of Bears.
White hat talking to Ryan Toby here now. Even I'm guessing they're talking about that tackle and what he didn't like about it.
Well, Ryan dove at him there, and
I mean that little things like that change the complexion of the game. And I know. We're not in a game where I think the complexion is going to matter a whole lot. Spencer County will get juice back up, get going again. But, that's kind of a letdown when you have an official out there on the field making a call like that.
Coach Mosier staying with this Wildcat. Harrison hit by Toby, stays on his feet. Then Garrico gets to him along with Jacob Goodlett.
I think they're going to give him
gain.
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage.
To
be third and about 5.
I think Coach Mosier, Bo, he's just trying to throw things at the wall and see what sticks right now.
The quarterback over there is even got his back to the field, so I don't know if he's talking to somebody or what's going on. He's over on the sideline. Again, Harrison from the Wildcat. Bears jump.
Yeah, but did we get a...
Nope, we got a false start.
Yeah. Bears were drawn. Can't see who it was from right here. It was the left guard is who jumped.
On Grant County.
Took off the Bears defensive line, just reacting to that movement from that left guard. We'll back him up, and we're going to make it 3rd and 10 now. They're going to call it 3rd and 9. He might have half a football ahead of that chain.
That's one thing Coach Moser cannot afford.
No.
You're struggling to move football, and then you've got, 2nd down, 3rd down and manageable, and then get that penalty, put you back behind the chains again. Again, Harrison from Wildcat. Looked like they jumped again. This time he's hit by Ryan Tobey again.
Going to give him about 4 yards.
Several Bears came in to help. Brody Phelps, Carrico.
Of course, we don't know what might be going on, might or might not be going on with Cameron Johnson over there, but doing this formation, running this Wildcat with Harrison, I mean, you turn into a one-trick pony, basically.
Well, I have never understood, John, how that worked. Everybody in the building knows what's happening.
Exactly. The only time I think it does work is if you do have somebody who can also throw the football. You'll see college, a lot of times you'll have guys that are running backs or receivers that were quarterbacks in high school. But here they're going to go for it here. 4th and 6.
And he's going to get it, I believe. Yep,
they're going to move the ball.
Get it up to about the 37-yard line. Pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Grant County.
Just under 8 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. I think that's Grant County. I think that's only their 2nd first down of the game, and I know their first down of the game came on a penalty. But so far, I have not seen Cameron Johnson come back out on the field. So once again, Harrison's going to line up in the Wildcat. And basically they run 3 guys in the over position on the left side here. Try to give him lead blockers.
This time we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
He's going to pick up about 9 or 10 on that play, John, but I believe it's coming back.
I think it is too. I think you're going to see a holding right here. That's what it is. It's going to back him back up.
Holding on Grant County.
Country Mart instant replay. You saw the hold right there, number 7. He even threw his hands up as if he was trying to say I wasn't holding, but his arms wrapped around the upper part of Ryan Tobey as Ryan's trying to get through, and that'll get you every time. I mean, that's something Spencer County had that holding called on them, and when a running back goes to the outside, linemen have got to learn to be able to let go. You're trying to hold on to this guy, trying to help a little bit, but if you don't let him go, they're going to throw that flag every time, and that's going to back them up now, and it's going to make it a 1st and 20 for the Grant County Braves.
Shelby County now leads Western Hills 14-6. Harrison hitting the backfield by Goodlet, switches field. Now he's got room, and John, that's going to be trouble if Higdon can't run him down. Gets down inside the 5, pushed out of bounds about the 3-yard line.
And that's what we talked about in the opener to this game tonight, Bo. Harrison, you get him some green grass, you get him some open field, and he can make it hurt. That's the play before right there where you saw that holding. But no, Harrison actually started to come right when he took that snap. Nothing there, was able to reverse his field, break a tackle or two, and then he found nothing but just the yard lines painted out there is all he saw. Picked up a lot of yards, going to have the ball down to about the 2-yard line.
1st and goal for the Braves. Again, run the Wildcat every play on this drive. Time cuts back up the
He
middle.
didn't get
Grabbed
it.
by Ryan Toby. Jacob Goodlet.
Maybe even lost a yard. This is the play before where he was able to get into the opening right here. As you look, Harrison's going to take this snap, and he's going to try to look right, and nothing but a wall of bears there. But he cuts back that other direction. Everybody from Spencer County had been pursuing to the side and not able to get to him very quickly. Of course, Caleb Higdon able to get that angle on him, Bo. Get him knocked out of bounds before he got to the end zone.
Second goal. Ball still at the 2. Harrison again. Hit and stopped. Again, Ryan Toby. Saying his name a lot tonight, John.
Yep.
He's been right in on the middle of everything. Jacob Goodlet again, right there at the middle. Alex Garcia. The Bears are just plugging that middle.
Well, and like I said, you turned into a one-trick pony here. When you're running this Wildcat, everybody and their brother knows that Harrison's going to run the football. He's taking that snap. He's going to run the football. Spencer County pursuing to it, filling holes on the inside as this offensive line just not able to block. Do see a little variation here as they've got the over moved over to the right side now.
They do have a guy hit. I believe he's in.
I think he did.
Touchdown Braves.
Touchdown Grant County.
John, 10 plays that drive, and I do believe Harrison ran all 10 of them.
He did. He did. But, I mean, Spencer County, really hurt on that drive. It wasn't necessarily the run by Harrison, the change in direction. He's a great athlete. He's got speed. He gets out in space. He's going to hurt you. What hurt was that call against Ryan Toby early in it, to where they threw the flag and, some reason called it unnecessary roughness, personal foul of some sorts that gave them that first down, and that allowed Grant County more opportunities, and they were able to move the ball down and get it in.
Back there again, going to go for 2. This time hit by McCarthy and dropped at the 9-yard line.
2-point conversion.
Amari's had enough of that.
Tackled by number 21, Amari McCarthy.
Country Mart instant replay here. I believe this is of the touchdown. As you see from behind, Harrison just able to get in. I mean, pressure right there. Guys were right there. Ryan Toby, Amari McCarthy, but just fell forward, basically, is what he was able to do in order to get that score. And something the Bears will be disappointed with a little bit. Don't really know what to expect from this kicker. Seeing what I would call a bit of a hands team, a little bit. A couple of the bigger boys out there. But we've also got some of the smaller guys up front. Aiden Trammell, J.J. Fisher, both there in the middle.
God, that was about a 7-minute drive there. Squib kick up the middle.
There was hole.
By Green, gets across the 40, dropped about the 44-yard line, and that's where the Bears will take over.
Yeah, Jake Green picked up that football. There was a hole there for just a second. He tried to get there before it collapsed. And
right up to the 44-yard line.
Grant County able to fill that pretty quick, pinch that down, be able to get that stop, but still good field position for Spencer County. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And I think if I'm Coach Marksberry right here, this is where I'm challenging my team. You have a weaker team on the defensive side of the football. I am challenging them to go out there and make a statement on this drive. Push them around, drive them into the dirt here a little bit. After giving up those points, you got to just show them that you're here.
Green. Makes a man miss. Gets outside. Drop the ball, come right back up to him. I believe he's going to get dropped about the 30-31 yard line. 25-yard gain.
So close to being able to break that right there. One tackler left that kept him from being able to take that one to the house. That's what we need to continue to see out of these Bears. You don't let up. You can't let up. I don't care who you are. You give another team an opportunity to start gaining momentum, doing things right, and you're not playing well, it leads to bad things.
Higdon in motion. Quick screen pass out to Smalley. Higdon is getting a block. Smalley just dropped that one.
Boy, that was close. I don't know about where that ball, I don't know about where Smalley was versus Keon. Official calling an incomplete pass. I'm glad that we don't have instant replay for the officials, though. I'm not too sure on that one.
Bring up second down and 10. A little under 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bears lead 20-6. Smalley again, out wide to the left. Higdon in motion, takes the pitch, cuts back. He's got a little room. Now it's up to his speed. He's going to get taken down about the 10-yard line.
Big run by number 3.
23-yard gain by Higdon, taken down by Lefevers.
Good run there by Caleb Higdon. And, Bo, I don't want us to sound like we're broken records when we talk about this stuff. The skilled players blocking downfield make all the difference in the world. You can see Jake Green right here, this little kick-out block to be able to open that up to where Higdon, he went 20 yards before he even had anybody in his area to try to tackle him. And it's those extra effort plays that guys are making without the football that will allow you to get the ball down the field.
Timeout, Spencer County. Be their first timeout taken in the second half.
Oh, man. Could use a pair of gloves right now, Bo. So everybody, I know you're not seeing us up here, but I was kind of making fun of Bo when he showed up here. He had, I don't know, probably 4 sweatshirts on or something, it looks like. He got a coat over it and everything. I mean, I don't know if he expected us to be calling this at Lambeau Field or something this game, but
Barrow, Alaska.
Is that what it is? But, I've got a few shirts on and a sweatshirt on.
I could easily be a snowbird.
Yeah.
I'm not a cold weather fan.
My hands are the only thing that's getting me tonight. Just my hands. Everything else is good.
At Shelby County Western Hills game now.
Yeah, here. Stand up. Show the people what they're missing right here. I mean, this is sweatshirt, jacket. This is, I don't know. He probably has hand warmers tucked somewhere where we don't want to talk about.
I wish.
Do you? But still, let's go back to those scores real quick. Of course, Spencer County coming back on the field here.
At Shelby Western Hills game is now tied at 14. We're still in the second quarter in that. Winner is in, loser is out. And we got a whistle. And
it's an
Higdon
equipment.
Come off the field for an equipment issue. Aiden Trammell's coming in. Trammell goes in motion. And Keon got stepped on by a center, I believe.
Yeah, I think he did. Just feet kind of got tangled up a little bit right there.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Keon putting his shoe back on, too. It's going to end up losing a yard or 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Actually, 2nd and goal, my apologies, from the 12-yard line. Higdon back on the field.
Swing motion this time. Davis rolls out the right, cuts back, tries to go to Toby. Crossing route in the end zone. It's incomplete. It'll stop the clock with 3:17 left to go, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
Like those routes that were being ran.
Multiple levels there.
Yeah, Keon rolling out to the side. You had Noah Kropp short, about 5, 6, 7 yards out into the flats right there. Ryan Toby was the middle guy coming across running his out route. And then you even had Armin Smalley, who had started on this side of the field and just a deep drag across the back of the end zone right there, to where you had multiple guys all in the vision area of the quarterback, to where he's not having to move his head a whole lot to check the different receivers. He can see who's open, and they're all three out in front of him, just different yardages down the field.
Ball goes to Green.
Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown.
12-yard touchdown run by Jake Green.
Jackson Brown going to attempt the PAT.
Kick is up and good. And with 3:12 left to go in the first half, Spencer County 27, Grant County 6. Let's look at our Country Mart instant replay.
Yeah, Jake Green just going out that quick pitch, really. And then the blocking downfield, kind of hard to see everything there through the coaches.
Smalley had one guy blocked about 6 or 8 yards.
And that's what I like. I like seeing that team effort in order to get that ball across the goal line. But now that's going to give Spencer County a 21-point lead now, 27-6 over Grant County. 3:12 left to go in the second quarter. Once again, Jackson Brown's going to set up, and he's going to kick that angle shot again here. Try to get the ball to an up back, and also trying to give your guys an opportunity to get to the football. It's going to be a little deep for that.
Filled up to 25 by Melton. Spins back to left. Taken down by Isaiah Smith. About a 7-8 yard return. They'll mark it at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Braves.
See, now, we've talked about it in games past where Coach Marksberry, he's just kind of been given a clinic on clock management from time to time. Both teams 2 timeouts. You got 3:02 left to go in the half. Grant County won the toss and wanted the football to start the game. So Spencer County's going to get the ball to start the second half. Wonder just how aggressive Coach Marksberry might be here in this situation. If he tries to use his timeouts to be able to save some clock, maybe try to double dip, get a score here before half, and then get the ball back. But, again, we see Harrison lined up in that Wildcat.
Nothing doing there. May have picked up a yard.
I mean, you're starting to get to a point here where Harrison is just getting the crap beat out of him every single play.
Well, we know he had 10 rushes on that last drive alone.
Yeah.
And he probably had 6 or 7 at least before that. So
yeah, they got him for no gain on that one. So, I mean, it's brutal hitting up the middle that he's taken play after play after play, and when you don't even get any yardage for it.
And we haven't heard. We don't know if it's an injury thing with Johnson or just the way Coach Mosier is going. Again, hit.
Man, lost a yard.
Again, Ryan Tobey.
Well, I think they're going to give him a line of scrimmage, though. They're going to keep it right where it's at, 3rd and 10.
If I'm number 1, I run away from number 30.
He's kind of had him, hadn't he?
Yeah.
No gain on the play.
I'm looking where he's at every time before they snap the ball, because that's who's been getting him almost every play.
Well, it's that, or you look at your lineman and say, listen, I'll buy you a Big Mac down here after the game if you just keep him out of my back pocket. It'll be fine. But Ryan Tobey not getting blocked very well at all, and having a great game, both offensive and defensive side, defensive side of the ball. Offensive, you've seen him out there blocking some at tight end. He does a great job there helping lead things around on some of those
Johnson
sweeps.
is back in at quarterback. Now he's going to run it. He's hit. That time taken down by Alex Garcia. And
Coach
I'll be honest with you, that looked worse than the one Ryan Toby threw him down.
It did. Coach Marksberry is going to use the timeout here. Minute 12 left to go in the first half.
That leaves him with one.
Don't mind that. You know, we're in a spot here. We know the punting game isn't that great from Grant County, so more than likely we're going to have an opportunity to start with good field position. And Coach Marksberry is also saving that timeout to where if he needs to use it to maybe get Jackson Brown on the field with an opportunity for a field goal before half, he's got it in his back pocket. (27-6), minute 12. Noah Crop and Jake Green going to be the two deep guys for Spencer County. Mari McCarthy off the line a little bit. I like this right here. A little bit of an adjustment on this punt formation where they backed him up, giving him an opportunity to have a little bit of vision on what happens.
Bears coming. He does get it off. It's going to be fielded by Crop at the 45-yard line. And the Bears will have a minute 7, try to put one more in the end zone.
Minute 7, one timeout.
Bears will start on the 45.
Now, Bo, we were talking about Jackson Brown earlier, watching him in warm-ups, and with no holder, just using the block and the little stand thing for the football. He did get one from 50 yards. He was working at 47, come up short a few times on those until he got the angle right. But you got to think, if you're Coach Marksberry in live football action, I would be comfortable from 35 in with Jackson Brown.
I mean, if you can get 6 or 8 yards here either way, I'm letting him kick it, because just to let him get out there and practice it.
Yeah.
Tom Davis drops back, looking to pass.
Oh,
wide open is Green, and he's going to walk into the end zone.
Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown, Bears!
45-yard touchdown pass, Keon Davis to Jake Green.
And Jackson Brown, we apologize. But you're going to have to work on your PAT a little bit more tonight.
And I tell you what, all of Grant County and all of me was watching Armin Smalley cut across on that post route, John, and Jake snuck out and went over in the flat, and he was gone.
Yeah, he was able to just run that, just a fly route, basically, once he got out there. And nobody in the vicinity, like you said, Armin Smalley running that post across the middle, just clearing out the safety, taking the corner with him. And it don't get much easier than that.
And that kick is up, and it is good. 59 seconds left. Spencer County 34, Grant County 6.
So here's our Country Mart instant replay. Keon faking there, dropping back, and there you can see nobody.
Two people on Armin covering him, and they left Green all along.
Yeah, corner and free safety both with him. And like I said, it don't get much easier than that.
Good for a $50 donation from John.
I mean, Bo, I could have thrown that football. Maybe. I might have hurt my shoulder a little bit in the process, but I could have done it.
We got Davey up here with us. She's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah,
she could
does.
be our quarterback.
That's right. Yeah. Davey Reichenbach been the lady in charge of the camera for Coach Marksberry this year for the huddle camp, for the scout camp. Been kind of fun to have her around with us on press boxes. Of course, everybody who's been with us for a long time knows we know Davey from back when she played basketball here at Spencer County, one of the best to ever play at Spencer County.
I think she's got a year of eligibility left.
Yeah, we'll call it the COVID year, see if she'll come out and play again. That would be all right.
Just had her 21st birthday, I think it was. 21?
Yeah.
Dang, you're old.
Jackson Brown setting up to angle it out again.
Again, fielded about the 29-yard line by Melton. He's going to get across the 35, about to the 37, but pretty much the same spot.
Yeah.
Now, the scoreboard's got 2. Marksbury's still got one timeout in his pocket. Yep.
Only one.
So, no doubt Coach Moser's going to run the football here, John.
Yeah.
He wants to get to the locker room.
I don't see Coach Marksbury even using that timeout unless something funny happens. But
I mean, if he throws a couple incomplete passes and you got a chance to stop the clock on third down, I use it. But
yeah, I just don't expect to see that.
No, you got Harrison back there ready to take the snap.
Back in the Wildcat. Oh, Ryan Toby. Goodness.
Folks, we won't know because I don't even think Coach Goodwin down there or Ross, I'm sorry. I don't think Ross even keeps up with tackles on game day. They go back at film and check all that out.
Yeah.
I would not be shocked if Toby don't already have it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 tackles.
Yeah, he's getting close to double digits. That would be my guess if he's not already there. Just been a beast over there from that defensive end position. And that defensive line was something you and I were concerned about coming in this year, replaced all 4 guys on the front. And I'm telling you what, that has become one of the anchors of this team is this defensive line. They've just leaps and bounds above expectations and really helping their linebackers play better.
And there's the horn as Harrison goes down again.
That will bring us to the end of the first half.
Bring us to the end of the first half. Your score, Spencer County 34, Grant County 6.
I think we got
Blaine down there going to catch a word with
Coach Marksbury. But Spencer County doing a great job controlling this game. You had the penalty that we'll just call the question mark is what I'll call it. And then you had that one long run from Harrison. Other than that, Grant County just grasping at straws to see if they can get anything at all going. And, of course, Coach Moser's going to go in there and maybe try to make some adjustments. If he's going to run this Wildcat thing with Harrison for the second half to try to get some different, things, some different looks with it, try to get the ball in different places, different ways, because right now, pretty easy to read if you're a Spencer County defensive guy. But let's go down to Blaine Prim on the sidelines as he's got Coach Marksbury.
Hey, Coach, great way to end that first half. Coming off the bye week, what are your takeaways so far?
I thought things were good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I thought we were pretty sound.
Welcome to Spencer County High
We wanted to work on our passing game a little bit, and look, we've been getting better as the year goes on. I thought our defense was really sound. They've got a really difficult formation. It's a double tight, and they're really overloading it, and we slid over like a half a gap on it, and what happened was we had them 2nd and 20, I think, and then they bounced it and cut back, and our outside linebacker on the other side didn't stay at home. He took off. But no, look, I'm happy with them. We've completed some passes. Look good, look sharp. They put a drive together, but we're excited and we're healthy. It's great having number 5 back out there. You can look at our defense. It's just got a different look having him out there. We're excited about that.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Blaine. And we're going to cut away here at the half. Your score, Spencer County leads Grant County 34-6. We'll be back in just a few on GHP Sports.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hubbock.
And I'm Angie Robin.
And I'm Derek Jewell, and we're local agents with Brown Realty based right here in Spencer County.
Spencer County isn't just where we work. It's where we live, raise our families, and invest in our future.
Our kids go to school here. We shop local, support our small businesses, and are proud to be active members of this community.
We know this town, every back road, every neighborhood, and every familiar face. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with real estate guidance they can trust.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just need honest advice, we're here to help today and for years to come.
We're your local team,
Rooted in Spencer County.
and ready to work for you.
Country Mart in Taylorsville has the finest selection of freshly butchered meats, produce, and all of the other ingredients to make your mealtime a victory. If you're running short on time or just don't feel like cooking, Country Mart is the only place in Taylorsville to get delicious Champs chicken. Dine in or take it to go. Your family will love it. Make sure to use your Country Mart card to save on food and earn points at the pump. Country Mart, your local grocery, proudly serving Taylorsville and all of Spencer County for over 50 years.
Who is Thoroughbred Asset Management?
We are local financial professionals for local people. We are your hometown coaches.
So see us at your school ball games, your church functions, our local chamber events.
Investing in Thoroughbred Asset Management means investing in you. We are community members with the goal of helping others. We know you work hard for your money. Let Thoroughbred Asset Management help plan a retirement strategy that works for you. We have access to all types of investment options and will form a plan that fits your individual needs. We have the tools and strategies we need to help make your goals become a reality.
At our school, one of the coolest things we offer is the agriculture pathway, where students turn classroom learning into real-world experience.
It's hands-on, creative, and full of opportunity, preparing us for college, careers, and leadership in the real world.
Our agriculture pathway includes classes like animal science and food science, where we learn about animal care, nutrition, and the science behind food production and safety.
We don't just learn from a textbook. We work in labs, barns, and greenhouses to apply what we study every day.
If you like working with your hands, our ag construction, ag welding, and shop classes teach real trade skills, from design and measurement to building and fabrication.
These classes prepare students for technical and agricultural careers, giving us real experience that we can use long after graduation.
And for our students who love creativity, floral design is one of our most popular classes, with over 90 students each year. And it even counts as an art credit.
Within the agriculture pathway, students can earn math, art, or science credits while gaining industry-recognized certifications that help them succeed in college and future careers.
Outside the classroom, our students take their learning further through FFA, the National FFA organization.
Our chapter is nationally known, with a team competing at the National FFA Convention every year, representing our school and our state on a national level.
Our FFA chapter is organized into 3 main committees: growing leaders, strengthening agriculture, and building communities.
Through these, we learn teamwork, leadership, and service while giving back to our school and our community.
FFA helps students to grow into confident leaders who are ready to make a difference in agriculture and beyond.
Whether your passion is animals, mechanics, floral design, or leadership, the agriculture pathway and FFA have a place for you.
Discover your passion, earn your credits, and build your future.
Join the agriculture pathway and FFA and see how far you can grow.
Welcome to the Media Arts Pathway here at Spencer County High School, where creativity meets cutting-edge technology. One of our proudest achievements, our student-led podcast, The Digital Den. Here, our students take the lead writing, producing, and hosting episodes that explore all aspects of our school community.
The Digital Den gives us a real voice. We learn how to create content that matters, connect with audiences, and build skills that will last a lifetime. In the Media Arts Pathway, you'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment, professional cameras, industry standard editing software, and audio gear.
Every project you create here is a step toward mastering your craft in a real-world environment, and it gets even better. Our partnership with Green Hill Productions offers unique opportunities for hands-on experience. You'll work alongside industry experts, gain invaluable insights, and build your professional network all before graduation.
Working with Green Hill Productions has been incredible. I've learned so much about video production, working with the team, all while preparing me for my future career in the media arts industry. If you're passionate about media, storytelling, and technology, the SCHS Media Arts Pathway is where you belong.
The Media Arts Pathway consists of 4 courses: Introduction to Media Arts, Video Studio Fundamentals, Studio Directing and Performance, and finally, Advanced Studio Production. All students have the opportunity to graduate with an industry certification in Adobe Premiere Pro.
Join us and start creating your future today. Click the QR code on the screen to check out all of our Digital Den podcast episodes. Discover your voice, master your skills, make your mark.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Country Mart in Taylorsville has the finest selection of freshly butchered meats, produce, and all of the other ingredients to make your mealtime a victory. If you're running short on time or just don't feel like cooking, Country Mart is the only place in Taylorsville to get delicious Champs chicken. Dine in or take it to go. Your family will love it. Make sure to use your Country Mart card to save on food and earn points at the pump. Country Mart, your local grocery, proudly serving Taylorsville and all of Spencer County for over 50 years.
Hello, I'm Sean Willard, Principal Auctioneer, Broker, and Co-owner of the H. Berry Smith Realtors and Auctioneers. I'm a third-generation auctioneer, been in the business over 20 years, and learned the business as a young boy under my mentor, Barry Smith, my grandfather, Bill Willard, my father, Paul, and my current business owner and partner, Jimmy Willard, my uncle. I've learned over the 20 years in being in the auction business that most auctions come with a problem or a situation that needs to be solved. Let our experience and national exposure be your solution to all your auction needs. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. Halftime of our Doherty's Body Shop Service Center game of the week, John.
On a balmy night, 46 degrees out here right now. I had to check in on my phone.
Yeah, John and I, if you don't know, we kind of we love how they do that. It gives us a couple minutes to just kind of sit back and take a breath and give us a little bit of a break. And we took these headsets off just a minute ago, and I looked at John and said, I'm putting mine back on. My ears are cold.
It does make a difference. And when it's hot out and you have them on, you're ready to take them off. You really are. But, yeah, it's still. But, Bo, do you have some stats for us here for the
we got a little bit here.
First half.
Ross has sent us. But in the first half, first for Spencer County, they have ran 13 plays for 200 yards. 8 plays on the ground for 103 yards. Keon Davis is 3 of 5 for 97 yards, averaging 15.4 yards per play. And one thing I take out of this, John, they're 1 for 1 on fourth down, 0 for 0 on fourth down. So they've made it to third down one time.
Yeah.
In this game. So, and then on the other side for Grant County, they have ran 30 total plays for 76 yards, 23 rushes for 72 yards, 1 of 5 for 4.
We got a sheep on the field.
Yeah. I don't know where that's at. I see it.
I don't know why. Running out of money for
FFA.
Running out of money for the fertilizer on the Bermuda grass here.
Speaking of that, here in between a few stats, John, everybody gets up and runs the bathroom or grabs something to drink at halftime or whatever. Do you ever get time to sit and watch those things on they've done one there on the media department and the FFA? Check those out because that is a big part of what this school is all about. And I know that FFA department, my youngest Emma was in it for 4 years. Loved every minute of it, and your kid don't have to go through that because they want to be a farmer.
No,
it teaches them so many other things. The program Bland Baird started here 173 years ago,
something like that. We're 4. This is 24.
We like to give Bland a hard time, but he made this program, and the students made this program world known, not just nationally known, like they said in that. World known, and that's something big. And then the media arts department, they do work with us a little bit, and the whole thing I took out of that, John, was they talked about working with media experts.
Yeah. Well,
were they talking about us?
They have to be. They have to be. That's all I can figure. I mean, like I said, we literally wrote the book for commentating games in Spencer County. So I mean, it kind of. But while you're on a subject like that, before we get back to football and stats, I do want to talk about something else too. I know it was all over Facebook and different things, and you and I get an opportunity to be involved with this once a year too. But just this last week, we had kindergarten students from Spencer Elementary come down here to the high school, and this is another one of those special things that these kids get to do. The high schoolers were able to pair up with a kindergarten student, be able to work through with some drawings and some work in the wood and 3D printer, and they painted these snowmen, and all of that is based off of the Spencer County Educational Foundation and what they do in their grants. And, like I said, last few years, you and I have gotten the opportunity to MC that event, Denim and Pearls, in February. And it's really an awesome thing. If you hear about it and you haven't been, get your tickets, go up to that. It's a lot of fun.
And if you hear tickets on sale,
get them now.
Get them now.
They won't
because
last.
They go fast.
And but yeah, it was really it's a neat program that they have going there. Sarah Brown is just, I don't know how she does it. Actually, mother of Jackson Brown, the kicker here for the Bears. But how she's able to do that with her board members that she has involved with the Spencer County Educational Foundation, it's just so much here revolves around these kids getting a good education, a good opportunity to learn things that they're interested in, and that includes like the media arts, FFA.
And if anybody knows anything, and this is not me knocking on Spencer County schools, this is me knocking on the state of Kentucky. These schools do not get the money that they should to fund these programs, and a lot of that comes from that Spencer County Education Foundation, and a lot of that, most of that money comes from that night at Denim and Pearls, and it's, they do several other things throughout the year, but a lot of that comes from that. So if you get a chance to go, you don't even have to go. You can donate. You can bid on items by phone. There's an app you can get to do that if you can't get a ticket. It's a wonderful, wonderful program, and yes, Sarah Brown and her board are absolutely amazing when it comes to that. And she would not take one iota of credit for it
she
if she
would.
was here.
She would probably be a little embarrassed that we talked about it tonight. But anyway, Sarah, we love you. You do a great job. Just smile and say thank you. We're happy to have you around. So back to this. Let's get some stats in here real quick.
Let's
Spencer
go over
County.
Some individual stuff.
Yeah.
I've already done the team. Individually, we got Keon Davis, I did say, 3 of 5 for 97 yards. 1 to Jake Green for 45. 1 to Noah Kropp for 29. 1 to Caleb Higdon for 23. And then running the football, Noah Kropp, 2 for 43. Green, 3 for 41. Caleb Higdon, 2 for 22. And that is it as far as offensive stats. Like I said, Ross doesn't get to keep up much on the defensive side. They pick all that up later in the week, so we can give you those totals when it comes to next week.
Yep. But still, Spencer County, great first half. We did have that little question mark. Again, that's what I'm calling that penalty. Allow Grant County to keep that drive alive and eventually be able to score after that long run from Harrison. But other than that, pretty clean game from the Bears tonight. And doing a lot of, like I said, you do a lot of the things right. Bo, you said it the other night when we were talking about this, that you practice until you can't get it wrong.
You practice. I used to tell the girls in softball all the time, there's 2 things that if I hope they take from me if they don't take nothing else. One is Mike and Ike, and only the girls that played will understand what that is. I know Kylie Truitt's listening tonight.
Yep.
She's probably laughing right now.
Yep.
But Mike and Ike, and then the other is don't practice until you get it. Don't practice. Now I forgot.
Don't practice until you get it right.
Do it.
Practice until you can't get it wrong. And that's what the Bears are doing. That's what they've done. We talk about this wing tee offense.
That's a lot of that. Use your talent last.
Yes, that athletic ability is the last thing you use when you're out there on the field. But a lot of that, it draws back to, you look at the offense that Spencer County runs. It's not that complex of an offense when you run that wing tee. Of course, throwing in that triple option that we used a lot against Franklin County kind of threw some wrinkles in. But you end up with a team like, let's take Grant County, for instance, coming over here tonight. A lot of the teams that we're playing in our district, Shelby County, they try to spread you out. Franklin County, they try to spread you out. Of course, Western Hills, beginning of the season, was trying to spread you out. Now they're running a wishbone. But still, like we were talking about, Spencer County and these boys, we've had a year, calendar year now for this team to practice this stuff, get it right, and they've had 1 week to prepare. Yeah. And so it makes a huge difference when you do those proper things that you're supposed to do out there that you've worked on for all year, and you're battling a team that's only had a week to get ready for you. It makes a big difference. And the Bears, other than a flag or two that we don't know why hit the field, but, have pretty well taken care of business and done a lot of things right in that first half.
Some other scores from around the state and games we're paying attention to tonight. Collins leads South Oldham 21-6. That game's in the third quarter. Of course, our game here. Shelby County leads Western Hills 21-20. That game's at the half. Woodford County over Anderson County 42-7. Boyle County leads Wayne County 42-0. Henry County, an opponent we had earlier in the year, playing next week's opponent for the Bears, Nelson County. That game, the Wildcats lead the Cardinals 10-7. And that game's at halftime.
Yep.
Trinity over Oldham County 39-9. That's the only scores I've got as of right now. But I do not have anything on the Breckenridge-Wagner game, and that's why I said earlier it might be 11, 12 o'clock before we know all these scores before they're all reported. But we do know the Shelby Western Hills game, and that game will make a difference.
Yeah.
However that ends up, we'll see. And then we said, the Bears have got to take care of business here tonight, and so far it looks like they're going to do that. And again, if they win here tonight, they are going to be the 2 seed.
Yeah.
They are going to host the home game.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of who are they going to play.
Yeah.
And that we may not find out till later on tonight. But even before that, we got Nelson County coming here next week.
Yeah.
So hopefully the weather's a little warmer. Maybe we can take out a section of these bleachers and build a fire. I don't know. But
they're not wooden anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. The thing with all the bleachers and the railing going on around the Louisville area the last week, building a fire in them is probably the last thing Mr. Phillips would want us to do.
Yeah. But, like I said before, it's easier to ask forgiveness and permission.
Yeah.
I mean, we can.
That's my motto.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good one.
Starting the second half, kickoff, and caught immediately there by J.J. Fisher at the 48-yard line.
Luckily, he hadn't turned all the way around yet. Still had his eye on the football.
Spencer County will start on their
that
own
kicker kicked it.
47-yard
He was able to react quick enough and be able to get that ball. But still, Spencer County, once again, good field position. They're going to start on their own 47-yard line.
Spencer County, 13 plays, John, is all they ran in that first half.
Yep.
200 yards of offense.
Seven
pretty
points.
Much 50-50. 103 on the ground, 97 through the air.
7 points away from a running clock. If we can get a touchdown, an extra point, we'll hit the running clock.
And another equipment. I don't know what this is. At first, they talked about doing it because of the knee pads. It's got to be something else now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They're
making him take his headband off. That's a little.
That's a Ryan Toby trademark right there. Do they not know?
Yeah, he's got that looks like Karate Kid Miyagi headband on. And that's going to go for a loss.
That may be the first tackle for loss in this game
run by
for Grant County.
1 yard loss.
First time we've seen Keon run the ball, though. Trying a little different wrinkle to start the second half.
Well, it will be a loss of 2. We'll call it 2nd and 12. Green in motion. Handoff goes to Crop up the middle. Gets across midfield. It's going to go down to about the 46-yard line. Going to get about 9 on that. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, good hard run there by Noah Crop. Place is kind of clearing out a little bit now, Bo. I hate to see it. People getting cold.
They had the kids come out there at halftime and done their dance routines, John. There's a lot of mommies and daddies up there with camera phones pointed toward the field at halftime, and I'd say a lot of them is probably checked out.
Yep, I imagine they have. But still, if you did get a little cold leaving the game, we're glad to have you. If you're watching with GHP Sports, and we'll take you the rest of the way through this one.
Higdon in motion. This time, Davis keeps it himself, and he breaks it out to the outside on the left. Going to get ran out of bounds about the 22-yard line.
Run by Keon Davis, number 6.
24-yard gain, 23-yard gain. They're going to mark it at the 23.
And I like that read right there from Keon. Yeah, we see Noah Kropp go up the middle a lot, but so is their linebackers. And that mesh point that Keon, where he put that ball in Noah's gut, he left it there for a long time, forcing those linebackers to commit to that middle to try to tackle Kropp, and pulled it out the last second, able to pick up a lot of yardage there. First down, Spencer County.
And off this time to Green. Goes around the right. Gets a block from Kropp. He's going to get right at the marker. I believe he might be just a tad short. We
Run by Jake Green.
Far official looks like he's a yard farther up the field.
Yeah, they're going to be the first down. Yeah.
First down.
Far official, he looked back and wasn't quite sure if it had it or not, but the official that spotted the football able to look down across that line, see that we had it across. First down, Spencer County.
Ball marked just inside the 14. First and 10 for the Bears. Green again in motion. This time, Davis rolls to the left, looks to pass. Throws into the end zone to Smalley.
Touchdown, Bears!
He put that ball right on the money where nobody was going to catch that but Armin Smalley.
Yeah, it was beautiful right there. We'll look at it here shortly at the Country Mart Instant Replay after this point after try.
That's by Keon Davis to...
But, yeah, Armin Smalley over there in the corner. I definitely want to talk about that one, Bo. That was good. Jackson Brown on to attempt the PAT.
That kick is up and good. And with 9:40 left to go in the third quarter, we are in the running clock. Spencer County leads 41-6.
So let's check out this Country Mart Instant Replay of this touchdown pass. And I want you to look at Keon. Keon, right-handed, is rolling to his left. And that's a difficult ball to throw when you're rolling to your left and you're right-handed, because you have to be able to get your body turned to be able to get something into it. And as you said, Bo, looking at where Armin Smalley was, to be able to get that ball down and away from the defender to where it was either going to be caught by Smalley or it was going to fall safely as an incomplete pass. I mean, that was a great throw. Great catch, too, by Armin Smalley.
A lot of people would look at that, John, and say, well, he threw that ball a little low. I think he threw that ball perfect.
I think he did, too. Again, it was either going to be caught by Smalley or nobody at all, and that's what you're trying to do.
41-6. 9:40 left to go in the third. The rest of it will go pretty quick, folks, so buckle up. And the clock is winding. Kick, fielded at the 25. Tries to cut across the grain. Going to get across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that's where Grant County will take over.
Grant County will take it on their own 31-yard line.
Take over. I mean, they might as well just set up camp right there between the 30 and 40. They've just pretty much been there all night long. See, you were talking about building a fire. Now I'm thinking about camping.
You say that, John. Here's their possessions where they've started tonight. On 30, on 34, on 32, on 35, on 33, on 37, and now on 32.
Yep. Once again, the Wildcat with Harrison. And just stacked up in the middle right there. Spencer County not giving way. And who do we see come out of that pile first?
Ryan Toby.
0-3-0 right
along
there.
With Alex Garcia.
Great defense there. Grant County not in any hurry here. I think Coach Mosier's pretty well getting to the point where he's just ready to get this together and get on the bus and take that long drive back to Dry Ridge. I mean, Bo, you and I have already talking about that game next year. We're going to be leaving a little early, stop at Lexington, get something to eat and all that on our way. I mean, that's a bit of a drive.
Harrison again. This time going to pick up a couple yards. Again, Alex Calderon-Garcia on the tackle.
Yeah, Paxton
Another name
Truitt.
we've called quite a bit tonight.
Paxton Truitt getting him from the legs from behind, too. Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Brings up a 3rd and 8.
And we're not really seeing any different wrinkles. I wondered if going into the locker room, Coach Mosier might try to do some different things out of this formation, but really it's not a lot happening here.
On the offensive line, I believe.
Yep, and it's going to be a false start.
False start, Grant County.
Back them up 5 yards, going to make it 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13.
Fourth penalty for 25 yards tonight for Grant County.
Grant County again. Really, the only thing that's changing is those 3 overs.
They're just switching sides back and forth.
Switching sides, yep.
This time he goes to run behind them, and it does him no good.
Jacob Goodlett and Mari McCarthy, Aiden Trammell, yeah. All in there on that stop. Bring up a 4th down, and Coach Mosier's going to put his punt team out on the field. And now that we hit the running clock, Bo, I look to see Coach Marksberry start to work in some of his 2s and 3s. Give them some reps out there tonight. Harrison back for the punt.
Nobody back deep for the Bears.
Nope.
Almost blocked again.
We're going to get a flag.
Yeah, we're going to get a roughing the kicker, so that's going to be an automatic first down for Grant County.
Flag on the play.
No, they're just going to be the running into the kicker. Yeah. That's only the 5-yard type.
Kicker on Spencer County.
Running into him. Won't be the 15-yard variety. Be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to put it back to about a 4th and 8 again. And we'll see if Coach Mosier doesn't roll the dice now that he's got that back. I really look to see him punt again. Grant County, only 10 guys out there on the field right now.
5th penalty on the Bears for 45 yards.
I don't understand why the clock's not running.
Coach Mosier looks like he's wanting to decline the penalty.
Yeah, but we don't have the spot of the football now. So now the officials going to get together and see if they can figure this out. So now they're talking.
They're obviously not as cold as I am.
I'll tell you, I'm going to like that remote start in the truck here when we're wrapping up. Get the seat warmers running before I even get out there. So now we're going to punt again. Coach Mosier not thrilled about it. I wouldn't be either. I mean, really, that's That's his right to decline that penalty.
Bears not even going after it this time. Ball's going to land about the 46, take a Grant County roll down to the 35.
Spencer County will take over on their own.
And, of course,
35-yard line.
It's going to back Spencer County up a little bit compared to where that ball would have been. I believe the ball would have been somewhere around midfield, if I remember right. But, it's just a procedural thing right there. And the fact that Coach Mosier does have the right to decline that penalty, to take the results of the play, and that's really what he wanted to do. And that's something where the officials have got to be able to mark that football where it is at the end of the play, and that mark does not change until they know for sure the penalty's being enforced and then moving the ball back. And I think that's where Coach Mosier a little upset about the fact that he just didn't have that opportunity to even do it after they picked up the ball from where it had been spotted.
Paxton Truitt.
Yeah,
now
we're going
to get a false start on the Bears.
It's going to be a legal motion.
Yeah. Two
Both
guys in motion at the same time.
Yeah, both the wings, both of them took off. So now that moves Spencer County back 5 yards. Again, we got some twos in here now. Paxton Truitt under center. J.J. Fisher lined up behind him.
And up goes to Fisher. Breaks a couple tackles. Get out to about the 39-yard line. He's going to get those 5 yards back and then a few.
Yeah, the Bears at this point, Coach Marksberry and his staff just happy to get this one done. I know we still have another quarter to go, 4 minutes left to go in the third.
Pitch is on the ground. Picked up. Bears are going to take about a 9-yard loss on that.
Yeah, Paxton Truitt reversed out, and just the pitch was low. And he even looked at the sidelines, tapped his chest. My bad, I did that. That's on me. Got to be able to get that pitch up the right height and lead that running back as he's going around in that motion. You got to be able to pitch it out in front of him and let him run into that ball. It's going to make it 3rd and long now for the Bears.
Flores in motion. Handoff up the middle. Might have got a yard.
Yeah, just playing it safe right there, keeping possession of the football. 4th down.
Short run by
Really,
J.J. Fisher.
Kind of expect to see the punt unit come out on the field, but I don't know that Coach Marksberry is going to punt the football here. He's sending Paxton Truitt back out with a play call. 4th and about 15.
Pitch to Flores. This time around the left side. Cuts back to the middle. Gets across the 40 to the 41. It's going to be about 4 yards short, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I believe that's the first possession Spencer County's had tonight, Bo, that hasn't ended in points.
It is.
Turnover on downs.
We're ticking down to 1:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, we're in that running clock tonight now, so we can try to get this one wrapped up.
First time Grant County has started on the Spencer County side of the field.
Yeah, they kind of broke the trend of that between the 30 and 40.
Marksbury put Coach Eldridge's group under a little pressure here.
Seeing a lot of clean uniforms out there now for Grant County, though. I'm seeing some of their twos out on the field.
It's time a new running back. Going to get across the 40 to about the 36, pick up a 5. Trenton Melton.
Five-yard run by number 4.
And Harrison, he's put in the work tonight.
He has. I mean, he had that one big run, was able to finish it off with that little 2-yard run for a touchdown. Other than that, Spencer County kept him in check. We knew that would be what Grant County was coming in with, what they were trying to use to be able to move the football.
This time, Melton tries to go right. Spins past one defender, gets up to about the 33, and be about a yard short. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter.
I think they're going to give him that. Yeah, they're giving him that first down. They actually gave him a really good spot right there. Got him spotted up about the 31.
And that will bring us to the end of the third. Your score, Spencer County 41, Grant County 6. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Back here at Spencer County High School, our Dougherty's Body Shop Service Center game of the week. John, starting the fourth quarter, Bears lead by 35. 41-6 the score. Grant County has the ball. The Spencer County 35-yard line.
Spencer County, a bunch of JV guys out there on the field now for the Bears, and I appreciate this about Coach Marksberry. And some of these games, pretty much all of them, he gets to the point where he hits that running clock. Other than the Shelby County game, he did run his starters up until after they ran one possession of the second half, and then he started putting in his subs. But he never really works to run the ball or run the score up on an opposing team. He really does try to get his younger guys some work, and that goes a long way for their future.
This time there was a wrinkle, John. Melton handed the ball off to Isaac Kaiser, and that went nowhere. They ended up getting a yard or two out of it, but he was hit right away.
Yeah, he was. I like that. I like seeing a little creativity there out of Grant County and doing something a little bit different out of that Wildcat formation.
Bring up second and about, we'll call it 7. This time Melton just turned his back. Stopped immediately. J.J. Fisher in on that, along with Tucker Tammy, amongst others.
Do want to take a moment to remind everyone to stay with us after the game. We will have our Kelly Hubbock coaches interview as well as our Trevor Brown Construction player of the game. And I don't know about you, Bo. I ain't going to tip my cards yet and let people know who I'm thinking, but
I know who I'm voting for.
I know who I'm voting for, too.
Third and 11. Loss of 3 on that last play. Melton going to run it again. This time breaks a couple tackles. Gets across the 25 to about the 24.
Number 4 with a 5-yard run.
6-yard gain. Bring up 4th and 5.
Yeah, Coach Mosier, I'm sure, will go for it here. Deep into the Bears, into the field. Actually, only the second time tonight that we've seen Grant County be deep in Bear territory, and the first one was simply because of that long run Harrison had before he was able to punch it in for a touchdown. And so
The Bears, really, they handled that well. They did score on that one drive, but it was that one big run that just kind of made it for them. Melton is going to pick up the first down to about the 15-yard line.
Tackled by Brennan Nelson.
Bo, I can see my breath. A little chilly out here. I'm. You know what? In front of all these people and our viewers, listeners, and everything, I do want to apologize for making fun of you with everything you're wearing tonight. My bad.
I told you when I got here.
Yep. I'm man enough to do it in public. Everybody hears me.
There's that handoff again to Kaiser. And John, he's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Braves.
Touchdown, Grant County.
So I'm now running it with their second-string guys from Grant County. And I kind of wonder where that was when Harrison was on the field. Now, I know they had Harrison lined up as the Wildcat, taking the direct snap, but why not have a way of rotating that around with different guys and maybe be able to still hand the ball off to Harrison, but have him already going in a different direction, maybe the attention not put on him quite as much, and to see if he can pick it up. There's little wrinkles like that I'm surprised we didn't see coming out of the locker room that I would have thought Coach Mosier would have said, okay, if this is what we're doing, we're going to start working in this, and we're going to try to do this, and we're going to do different things to get that ball in different areas. And the two-point conversion is good.
Two-point conversion.
Country Mart instant replay here with that handoff. And that's all, a little underneath action right there coming around from the outside edge to be able to take that ball and get a little bit of open field on the side and able to punch that one in for 6.
Campbellsville leads KCD 21-10, starting the fourth quarter.
Still got the twos on the field, even for the kick return here for Spencer County. And, you know, a lot of times when we hit these running clocks and we have the twos
it's not
in.
running. I don't know why.
I don't know why it's not running either. It should be. But when you hit that point where you have that kind of lead to where you have your twos in, a lot of times for special team plays, you'll see the ones from the special teams go out and handle those individual plays. You take a night like this where it's as cold as it is, and you've had these ones off of the field now for so long that their muscles have cooled off. You know, you don't want to take a chance on them cramping up, getting hurt, anything like that, simply because they haven't been out there playing. And so I like this. I like the fact that the twos are taking the kickoff.
Kick fielded at the 31 by Brennan Nelson.
Yeah, Brennan Nelson 2 weeks ago against Shelby County with that interception.
First career interception.
Yeah, good for him.
Bears start on their own 31.
Just under 8.5 minutes left to go in the game. Paxton Truitt brings his offense out on the field.
And Dr. Fisher hit immediately and dropped.
Yeah, and that was just a missed blocking assignment right there. That's something that you can't have that offensive line do. They've got to be able to pick up that guy. You know, you're taught as an offensive lineman or anybody blocking when it comes to that, fact that you got to pick up that first guy. You know, if that guy's there, pick him up first. You can't just let the guy closest to the football go to pick up somebody further downfield. Make that initial block and then see what happens, work your way down the field. You cannot let them just go through.
It's time to Blancett. Goes around the left side. He's going to pick up about 8, maybe 9 on that play.
Jeffrey Blancett on the run.
We'll call it a long 8. So we'll see.
third and about 2.
Yeah, third and a long one-ish.
Handoff again goes to Blanchard. He's got the first down, tries to get around the corner. It's across midfield, pushed out of bounds about the 41-yard line. We'll mark him at the 42.
Like that. Keep that clock running the way it's supposed to be. Spencer County moves the sticks.
19-yard pickup for Blanchard. 1st and 10 Bears at the Grant County 42.
We got an alignment issue here.
Adam Pack lined up on the wrong side. He's over on the left now. Flores in motion, takes the pitch. Got some blockers ahead of him. He's going to get about 8 or 9. I believe we're going to get a face mask here, John.
I think we are.
Braylon Flores with the carry.
If it ain't a face mask, it's the same illegal tackle that Brian Trammell apparently had earlier. That's what they're going to call a personal foul face mask.
That's the 15-yarder.
Yes, it is.
On Grant County.
Going to tack on another 15 yards to the end of that run.
First and 10 now for the Bears, all the way up at the 19-yard line. Pack lined up on the wide side of the field. Truitt, hand off to Blanchett, gets hit in the backfield, breaks through. He's going to get up maybe 2 on that play. Brings second down and 8.
With a short gain.
Yeah, that was a rough 2 yards to pick up, breaking tackles right away. Still getting that positive yardage. 2nd and 8 for Spencer County. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Still nothing on there about the Wagner-Breckenridge County game, is there, Bo?
No, I haven't seen nothing.
Deshaun Davis there, freshman. Good hard run from him from the fullback position. Don't leave us 3rd and short.
Nelson County leads Henry 20-10. Collins 28-12 over South Oldham. Western Hills leads Shelby County 26-21. Blanchett breaks the tackle. Going to lose about a yard there.
Yeah, about what it was. Going to bring up 4th and 2. You know, normally I would think under these circumstances, Coach Marksbury might give Jackson Brown an opportunity to put this one through the uprights. But again, everybody's cold right now. That's rough to be cold on the sidelines, come off and try to do that. So
you break his foot kicking that ball. Gets down inside the 5. I believe that's Flores. It is.
Yep. Another freshman. Between him and we
pick up about 7 on that play.
And that's good for another.
For a first down. It'd be 1st and goal for the Bears inside the 5.
You see Flores, you see Deshaun Davis, you see a lot of these young guys out there. And, I mean, future's bright for Spencer County. We've got guys ready to step up, and not that Spencer County is really that old of a team this year.
And off to Davis.
Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown, Spencer County.
First career varsity touchdown for Deshaun Davis.
Deshaun Davis.
Good hard run there for Deshaun. Work up the middle. He's one of those guys, Bo, we kind of find ourselves lucky from time to time, but people will talk to us about some of these players that are coming up, whether they're in middle school or whether they're freshmen or whatever now. And he's a name that we've heard. He's somebody that was talked about.
Give it back to him. And he is going to be short, I believe.
Yeah,
no good.
No good. Offensive line tried to give him a push there, just not far enough to be able to get him to cross that plane of the end zone. That's going to put Spencer County up now 47-14 over the Grant County Braves.
Touchdown is good for a $25 donation from Earl Brownie of Kentucky Farm Bureau.
2:33 left to go in the ball game.
Take care of all your
Again, remind everyone, stay with us. You get some. Here's some good information there from Coach Marksberry on the Kelly Hubbock coaches interview, and also get a chance to hear from our Trevor Brown Construction Player of the Game. Still don't know if I'm ready to say who I think it is. Are you with me on that vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
John, I'm looking back a couple games here. I do believe the Bears have scored a touchdown on 15 of their last 18 possessions on offense.
That's pretty cool.
That's dating back to the Franklin first half of the Franklin County game.
That's pretty cool.
That ball's going to go out of bounds about the 23-yard line.
Ball's out of bounds. Placed on the 35-yard line.
Official fires the clock as we're right about just over 2 minutes. These next few plays are probably going to wipe that clock out. Big game coming up next week. Again, it's not a district game. It can affect the RPI for the Bears with Nelson County coming to Taylorsville. The Cardinals coming up here to face the Bears. And really, Bo,
first down.
It's one of those games where you look at the RPI now and see where everybody's at. And Nelson County, nipping on the heels of Spencer County, a couple spots below them in the RPI. And so
they are losing right now to Henry County.
Yeah, which Henry County, a team that Spencer County's already beaten. But Nelson County always got some good athletes down there. Got some big boys usually down there. They're somebody that will work hard to control the line of scrimmage, and any coach worth their weight is going to tell you that's where the ball game is won and lost, is at the line of scrimmage. And so be a tough test for the Bears.
Back this time to the right side. Bears not fooled.
We'll have to run one more play, I believe, depending on when they. So, again, stay with us here. The Kelly Hubbock coaches interview, the Trevor Brown Construction Player of the Game. And, Bo, I think we're both in agreement. We're going to go with the old 3-0 Ryan Toby tonight.
Yeah, that first half, especially when Harrison was trying to take over, he was in on pretty much every tackle. We have no idea how many he got. I'm going to guess somewhere in the 12 to 15 range tonight.
Probably. And
he was also in on that block punt.
Well, and you have to consider, too, we've had the twos in for quite a while now in the second half where Ryan Toby hasn't even been on the field. And so to get that likely double-digit amount of tackles
and that's your ball game,
and not even play the entire game, I mean, good for him. I mean, just a great game all the way around for Ryan Toby.
Congratulations on your
win. That gives us our final score. We come to the end of the game. Spencer County 47, Grant County 14. We're going to take a quick break, get some stats together. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School, our Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center game of the week. Spencer County wins 47-14. Improves to 3-1 in the district, John, and that will give them the 2 seed.
Very important
for the postseason. So not only will Spencer County be playing their last regular season game next week against Nelson County here, the following week they'll get to host the first round of the playoffs here. So
yeah, and still no idea who that's going to be. The winner of Wagner Breckenridge County is likely who's going to line up into that spot. The 3 seed for our sister district that will have to travel here that night. But still, this is what we talked about before the game started, Bo. The most important thing, the best thing the Bears could do is simply go out there and win this game tonight, and then everything is clear. You know, now we're at a point with our district with that game tonight with Western Hills and Shelby County to where it's, again, the winner's in, the loser's out. And so because you would end up then, if Shelby County wins, you're going to end up with that 3-way tie with Grant, Western Hills, Shelby County all having 1 win, 3 losses in the district. But with Shelby County having that head-to-head win over Western Hills, it should put them in that spot, I would think.
Shelby County would end up being the 4, and Western Hills would be out.
And Grant County would then be the 3. And they were going to be traveling to the 2 seed. They'll be going to Valley.
Because Grant and Shelby will be tied with a 1-3 record.
Yep.
And Grant County beat Shelby County a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Up at Grant County. So they broke the huddle pretty quick, so we didn't get to our stats. So
we'll get them here shortly, but we're going to get an opportunity here. Chance for Blaine maybe to talk to our Trevor Brown Construction player of the game tonight, which again is going to be Ryan Toby.
He's got him now.
Yep, let's go down to Blaine.
I'm here with our player of the game, Ryan. You know, very dominant on the defensive side. What was the mindset just coming in, not only you, but the whole entire defense?
Mindset, we got a big player back in Brody Phelps, leader, everything about that. Mindset is just go out there and win, have fun, be disciplined.
Yeah, all right, great game tonight. Congratulations, bud.
So Trevor Brown Construction player of the game, Ryan Toby. I do believe that's the first time he's won that. Now we got Coach Marksbury.
Coach, great game tonight on both sides of the ball. Defense looked great tonight. Just what is your overall mindset on this one?
We took our business, did what we needed to do. I was proud of them. You know, sometimes I mean, it's kind of about the way we thought it would go. When you get in these games, you just don't want to develop bad habits. And sometimes when there's not a lot of resistance, sometimes you start doing things you probably shouldn't do. But anyway, no, I thought they performed pretty well, and they were pretty sound. And our passing game is coming along, and we're protecting better, and that helps everything out. But no, look, it's a great group of kids. Really, really proud of them. They had a great week of practice. It was probably one of the best weeks of practice we've had all year. And, handled business. I think we got out of here pretty healthy and move on to next week, a big Halloween game next week for senior night. Also, I would like to say before we get off here, Chad Goodlett stepped up and did our PA for us tonight here. That was huge, and I'd like to thank him and let everybody know that he stepped up when we were kind of in a bind tonight.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, Blaine. So, John, 6-3 now on the season, 3-1 in the district, 2 seed, host a first-round game. So everything's going about as well as Marksbury could have hoped, at this point. Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we need. We need to hit the stride at the right time of the season, which we have. And so glad to see the Bears come out tonight healthy, got the win. Real quick here before we go off the air, Bo, if you want to throw out a couple stats.
All right, total plays for Spencer County, 31 for 318 yards, 25 rushes for 208. Davis was 4 of 6 for 110 yards on the night. Spencer County 4 of 5 on third down, 1 of 2 on fourth down. For Grant County, 42 plays, 134 yards, 35 for 130 on the ground, 1 of 5 for 4 yards through the air, 3 of 14 on third down, 3 of 5 on fourth down. And then as far as individuals go, Keon 4 of 6 for 110 yards. They went to Jake Green, 1 for 45, Crop 1 for 29, Higdon 1 for 23, Smalley 1 for 13. Noah Crop 3 rushes, 52 yards. Jake Green 4 for 51, Blanzett 4 for 27, Higdon 2 for 22, Davis 2 for 21, J.J. Fisher 3 for 10, Flores 3 for 10, Deshaun Davis 2 for 10 on the night. And for Harrison tonight, we will give that stat, 24 rushes for 82 yards tonight on the night for Harrison.
Yeah, and a majority of that coming in on that one play. But still, Spencer County doing a great job just keeping him under control, which is what we knew was going to have to happen. We knew that would be Coach Eldridge's focus all week long in preparation for this Grant County team. But now, game's done. District play is done. We know where we're going to be. We're going to be right here. The question's who we're going to be playing. But like you said, Bo, we've got home game next week against Nelson County and now a home game the week after in the first round of the playoffs. And so it's good to get that cemented. We're set. We know where we're going to be. It's just who we playing.
Western Hills leads Shelby County 34-28, and I still do not have a score on the Breckenridge-Wagner game. Collins leads South Oldham 28-20, so that's all we'll give you.
Who?
On that. That team up north.
Nelson
County leads Henry 26-10. Our game against Nelson next week. So that's all I got, John. We'll come back and do it again next Friday. Somebody put in for warmer weather,
please, and
me and John would appreciate that very much. Or if you want to cook a big meal, me and John could actually watch it from the house and call it there.
We'll get Charlie to run the wiring all the way out to Elk Creek. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to do that.
But that's all we got for tonight. Your final score, Spencer County 47, Grant County 14. We'll see you next Friday night on GHP Sports.